Welcome back to Dover International Speedway, the AAA Insurance 200 under caution once again. Again, this time for James Buescher and that electrical fire. Take a look again at that issue that he had as we see the truck being taken into the infield area.
I've had a couple of times in my career where the electrical system's caught on fire, and you just can't imagine how bad that stuff smells. You can't even breathe when it's smoking up on you.
Right there. Front fire. You are coming inside after the 17. On fire.
He wants out.
Yeah, Yellow's out.
You can see the smoke. You can see how.
What's on fire? Right front.
See the flame down there by the shifter.
Therefore, is it
so
out?
Maybe it wasn't.
That's a reflection.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't electrical.
From the
maybe
right front.
He might have just felt we didn't really see any flames, saw just a little bit of smoke.
Yeah.
But now the smoke's barreling out of the...
Yeah, the ignition boxes are up on the dashboard, so it looked like that fire was maybe down below that.
And that the fuel line runs in the passenger side, but obviously it wasn't a fuel fire.
Yeah, it's encased in metal. There's a fuel line encased in metal through the passenger side of the truck.
So they take the 10 truck into the garage area. Taylor Malsom was the recipient of the Aaron's Lucky Dog, so he gets one of his laps back. He was 2 laps down, now just 1 lap down.
Todd Bodine is 3 laps down, and with all these cautions, Phil, it's not too big of a stretch to think he might not get all those laps back.
Yeah, really. And Todd was right in front of our leader, too, when the caution came out, so that saved him from being 4 laps down. But right now, we've got Chris Fontaine leading this race, and it's not just because he stayed out on the racetrack when everyone came down pit road. He was running 5th when the caution flag came out. Great job by Chris.
He will bring the field back to the green flag, leading his first ever laps in the Camping World Truck Series.
And those guys that are a lap down on the inside, they're thinking, I don't know who this guy is, but I better get a lap back from him. We've not seen him near the front.
Look at Kyle
How about
Busch.
the slingshot that Kyle Busch used going through 1 and 2 and down the backstretch? He's moved all the way up to 2nd, and here he goes for the lead.
That didn't take long.
Well, he was 7th when they came by and restarted this race.
And he is out in front as they make their way out of turn 4.
Chris Fontaine said, what was that?
I mean, really, guys, how can he do it? How does he do it? Every time we've seen him pass 6, 7, 8 trucks on the restart.
Well, he has a good truck, for one thing.
Leading and driving away.
And he's so aggressive, and he just jumps out there. He said, if I can get me some clean racetrack, then I can run my pace. And so he tries to pass them all, and he does it in 1 lap.
It's fun to watch, I'll tell you that. I know it's fun for me to watch because I know how darn hard it is to do.
Impressive. Chad McCumbee running back there in the 5th spot, right?
And guys, it was interesting on the last round of pit stops, they had a lug nut fall off, and Chad lost all kinds of track position. But he said the truck is very neutral right now, and he's real happy with it. He's been fighting his way back up through the field and having a real good battle right now with the 25. Adam?
And how about the run for Chris Fontaine? He has been amazing today, currently riding 3rd. Pit strategy has been the key. He pitted at lap 81 for 4 tires. They have not been back since. He's got to be enjoying this ride at the front.
And Adam, as we were talking about, he really has run well. It's not just because he stayed on the racetrack. He was running 5th against all these great drivers and teams right here on his own before the caution came out.
And he's kind of steadied back out into the 5th spot now.
Good battle right now. That's Johnny Sauter, the 13 truck on the inside. Terry Cook, the 25 on the outside.
See Colin Brown run up the racetrack in the Conway Freight Ford.
I bet he looks in the mirror and thinks he's glad he's in 5th. They were 2 and 3 wide right behind Chris Fontaine.
To the CajunIndustries.com. Toyota, Terry Cook. Remember, Terry was crashed on the first lap with Mike Skinner. You see all the damage there. That's where Skinner got into him.
And there's no lettering on the left rear tire of Terry Cook, so it looks like he's made some more contact with
it
somebody.
looks like it's going to go.
Everybody, you're all clear, bud.
Might be going flat too, Rick.
Yeah, he definitely has a problem. Terry has definitely slowed down. It appears as though it has air in it right now, Michael. Was Rick Crawford on the inside. There's Timothy Peters.
The reason why there isn't any letters on it is somebody's rubbed up against him, and it might have a slow leak. He's definitely falling back, Ray.
And Michael Terry has 2 sets of rights down here in the pits. They're trying to conserve those towards the end of the race. He's got a set of stickers, and he's also got a set of 2-lap scuffs for right side tires here. So Danny Rollins, his crew chief, was just hoping to get somewhere around lap 140 before they went to tires again. But right now, Cook on the high side, and they're by him.
His teammate, David Starr, currently in the 4th spot.
Has autismspeaks.org on the side of that truck. Great weekend for the autism cause this weekend here. The Autism Speaks 400 tomorrow.
The golf tournament we had for Artie and his folks over Wilmington, Delaware on Thursday. What a great time that was. About all the NASCAR community was represented there. A bunch of football and hockey players. Just a really fun tournament. Everybody loves showing up for Artie Kepner. He just has so much passion for the Autism Speaks and Autism Awareness campaign.
And amazingly enough, Jimmy Johnson continues to collect the hardware. That his team won that competition. They were some like 16 strokes under or something, I believe.
Yeah, Jimmy said, I had some good golfers on my team.
How about Johnny Sauter? Whoa, a little close to the wall there for Johnny Sauter as he tries to make the move around that one of Johnny Benson. That's a battle for the 2nd spot.
A lot of people talked after that practice on Thursday how solid his 13 truck was for Johnny Sauter in qualifying. He obviously ran real well. Look at David Starr. 3 wide? I don't think so.
He thought about it and then thought twice.
Hey guys,
Johnny Sauter moves up into 2nd.
We've got 85 laps to go here now. Let's.
Is that a lot or is that not too many?
No, that's a lot actually. That's a lot with all the problems we've had getting to these first 115 laps in the books.
Johnny Benson hanging right on that quarter panel.
Oh, that is close.
David Starr acted like he was just going to pretend Johnny wasn't there, and Johnny said, I don't think so.
How about the Tiwi truck just behind the 24 of David Starr? That's Chad McCumbee there in the 07. Again, the new sponsor, Tiwi, coming on board with Chad McCumbee, enabling him to make this race.
Colin Brown joins that battle right there on the inside. The Conway Ford. Adam, what's going on with David Starr's bunch?
They have just had a great day of managing the race. David Starr qualified in the 14th position. A good run early. The last time they came down pit road, lap 102, I should say, when they took fuel only. He finds himself in the top 5, and they do have a set of tires left, Ray.
Give you an update on Colin Brown and that Conway Ford. He was very, very tight off. When they came to the pits last time, they took some wedge out, put 4 tires on and fuel. That was at lap 102. And he said he really likes the way this truck is entering the corner right now. And you guys, you can see he's able to put it right down on the bottom of the racetrack.
It looks also that he has a problem with his splitter on the front. Part of that splitter is gone from the front end of that Conway Freight. Number 6.
David Starr goes by Johnny Benson. That takes over the 3rd spot. Great run going for David Starr.
Hey, Phil, we talked about this track not rubbering up. Look right here. Look what we're beginning to see now. See the difference in the color of the concrete where it's getting dark finally? Race. That's what we were looking for after the nationwide race to develop, and that's what Goodyear to happen. The tires, the wear from the tires grinds into the track, so these trucks are running on rubber and concrete, and that's what's beginning to happen now. Tire wear should improve.
And it's always been like that, so Goodyear counts on it because it's always been like that. That's the same situation that happened in Indianapolis last year. The track never rubbered in, and then we could only run 10 or 12 laps.
Kyle Busch has led 75 laps already of this one as 121 are in the books. Can he win again and become the first repeat winner at Dover International Speedway?